On today's episode 40 of Sculpt N Create, we're tapping in with an artist who's been in this game since the late 90s. Someone who didn't just witness the evolution of hip-hop, but lived through it. I'm sitting down with I Am Big Fit, artist, songwriter, and a true student of the craft. From growing up in a family full of musicians and being rooted in the church, to developing his own unique sound, what he calls Southern Soul Boom Bap, this is someone who blends soul, storytelling, and real-life experience into every bar. We talk about his journey from recording and performing in the early days, to selling the music out the trunk, to stepping away from family, and then finding his way back to the mic with a deeper perspective and purpose. This episode really gets into the evolution of hip-hop, from cassettes to streaming and access, the difference between influence, homage, and biting in today's sound, why some artists last and others fade out, the mindset of a true creator who can't turn the stove off, and how life experience shapes your sound more than anything else. Plus, we get into some real conversation about the culture, from Jay-Z's evolution to rap beef to separating the art from the artist. And if you're someone who creates music, content, anything, this episode is going to hit different, because Big Fit breaks down what it really means to stay authentic while still evolving. Oh, and he's got an album on the way, so you already know he ain't done yet. Let's get into it. And while you're listening, make sure you hit subscribe or follow and drop a comment with your biggest takeaways from the episode. Welcome to Sculpt N Create, where fitness fuses creativity and helping artists, entertainers, and creatives on their journey towards personal, physical, and career growth. I'm your host, Trader Fit Artist, and who I have with me today is Big Fit. He's an artist and songwriter. Welcome to the show, Big Fit.
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me, bro.
Man, I'm glad you can make it, man. Before we begin, let everybody know where they can find you. So basically, just set your links out so people can listen to your music, book you, the whole nine.
And you can find me on IG. That's where I'm most active at I.am.bigfit. You can catch me everywhere from Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and everything under I Am Big Fit. If you're trying to book somebody, I'm trying to book me, man. The email address is pmig24k@gmail.com.
Okay, cool. Y'all check my man out, man. Hit him up. All right, man. Big Fit, let's get into it, man. So,
Let's do
we're going to talk about what you do, so forth, and how that come about. So you're an artist and songwriter. So what type of music do you currently, that you make right now?
Man, I'm doing hip hop, rap, music, but I go wherever the feeling take me, man.
Okay.
So you might hear me doing like what I like to call my style Southern Soul Boom Bap. Cause you might hear me do anything from rocking over some hard drums to damn near almost singing melodically over some type of tune or something, man. I get into it. I've actually written like some house bass type music, man. So I mean, I don't put myself in the box, dog. I let it ride. If I hear it, I feel it, I do it, man.
Okay, that was up. So is the house-based music that was for you or for somebody in particular?
Somebody wanted to do some sync stuff, and when I got a hold of the beat, that's what I felt like.
Okay.
I can't shoot off. When you hear it, I'll hit you up and be like, hey man, that joint is out here, they put it on such and such, and so you be like, oh damn, that's you, dog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You probably wouldn't even know it was me.
Okay, so basically you doing like a demo or something like that for something, and then or for somebody. Is that what you're saying? I'm kind of
no. So like sync, like trying to get stuff on TV shows.
Okay, sync deal.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you do that a lot? The sync deal?
Man, I would pitching stuff. I'm steady pitching stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I mean, we're gonna see. We got a couple coals in the eyes or coals in the fires. They would say. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens.
Okay, yeah, and remind me of the show, man, to maybe hook you up with a guy. He's a fractional manager. But he was on the show. You can kind of check his the episode out with Armani Roberts, and he kind of helped with stuff like that or whatever. So
man, make sure you give me
I
the
got
detail.
I got you. Okay, so with you making hip hop music, how long have you been doing this and so forth?
Oh, bro, I've been doing hip hop music since my teenage years, man. So,
teenage years.
Yeah, so and that was a while back. So I would say like the late 90s. I
Late 90s,
started doing it in the late 90s. Yeah.
late 90s. Okay. I'm assuming we close to the same age, or you might be a little older. Man, I'm be 40 in a few days.
Man, I'll be 50 in June, bro.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's why I said I
50
know
in
you
June
probably a little older when
for
the
sure.
reason why I'm saying that because I was listening to some of your I didn't get a chance to fully like delve into your music, but
Yeah.
as I was driving, I would listen to some of it just to kind of get a feel of who I'm finna sit down with and so
Right, right,
forth.
right, right.
And the first song that popped up, I can't let me see if I can pull it up here while we talking. Like that Apple Music, I use Apple Music a lot.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah, so when it popped up, the first song, like the one of your most popular ones on there,
With a new big fresh, that might have been it.
I'm finna see Big Fit. It's I am Big Fit, right?
Right, right, right.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's Slow Up.
Slow up.
Slow Up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's
So
the one. That's the one that I just dropped on Monday.
okay. But yeah. So see that. So April the 20th. Okay. So that was the first thing that popped up. So when I listened to that, I was like, okay, you sounded. I already knew you were from the South Side, so you sounded like you
Yeah.
sound like Trick Daddy.
I know.
And you know that, and it had gave
Yeah,
me
yeah.
that trick that not to say
Okay.
you. I don't want to say that's who you are. 'Cause I know
Hey
some
man.
artists don't like that, but you know what
Hey
I'm saying.
man. What I was told a while back when I was younger, that if you compare me to anybody that's already gone, like that's out of here already, man,
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment and move on, bro. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That means I got ground I can clear. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm glad you say that, but you know, like I know I said that one time before. I'm not because when I say it, I'm not really saying that's who you are.
I
Like,
get it.
yeah.
I get
Okay.
it. I totally get it, man. Like I said, I'm about to turn 50, bro. I done seen it. I done been through it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
understand that you ain't trying to label me as that, but you say, hey, man, you put me in the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know me all that well. So when you hear me, you're going to have to be like, well, and it's going to have to hit some type of reference point in your mind for you
Hmm.
to go on with it. So I'm good
Yeah.
with that. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is. You know,
Yeah.
but I just know some artists take a offense like you, and they want to be themselves,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah,
get
yeah.
that to a degree. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I am myself, so I ain't even tripping on that. You know what I'm saying?
okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, only reason why I say that because it sounded just like that early slip and slide Trick Daddy, that Pastor Troy, Player Fly,
Yeah.
and everything like that, them cats and everything and so forth and or whatever. No, so you know, kind of how you stress your syllables and stuff like that a
For
lot.
sure.
You
For
know, and
sure.
everything like that. So that's what I'm saying. Put me in the mindset of those type of cats right
I'm
there.
with it, man. The boys been doing their thing for a long time. They made a lot of
Mhm.
money.
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go
most
get it.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what you say, and you call it soulful, because you say you from South Carolina,
South
right?
Carolina. Yes,
All
sir.
right, okay, and you said call it again, soulful.
Southern soul boom bap.
Okay,
Southern
Southern
soul
soul
boom
boom
bap.
bap.
Yeah.
All right, can you? It's self-explanatory to me, but can you kind of like delve deep into that? What does that mean?
All right. So I was born in the late '60s when hip hop
Okay.
was coming around. So before we had anything from around us to listen to, we was listening to everything that came East Coast, New York. You know what I'm saying? And we all loved it. You can't even front of it. You know what I'm saying? So then, as you get older and start to become your own person, you mold into things, man. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in the church. I listened
Yeah.
to people singing, playing the organ. I
Yeah.
listened to quartet groups. You know what I'm saying? A lot of R&B cats around my way. So
Mm-hmm.
like, I got all that inside me. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I get into doing my thing, ain't no limits on it. So when I really start getting into my thing, it don't sound like a New York thing. It don't sound
Okay.
like a Cali thing. It sounds like
All
a
right.
Southern thing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But at the same time, I'm giving you steel. I'm giving you balls. I'm giving you everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I call it Southern soul boom back because you gonna get that soul, but you also gonna get that same feel that you love from hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically that putting that heart into it, that melody, and then also that lyrical content in it too as
Exactly.
well, like to make you think and so forth at
Exactly.
the same time. Okay.
Exactly.
I feel you on that, and you went ahead on me. I definitely when I seen you fill out the form here and everything, you were
Yeah.
talking about you grew up in the church. I had the same similar background,
Sure.
kind of like where I had. I think a lot of us, for us black
Man.
people, our culture.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
we the South, man, we the Bible
yeah.
Belt. You know what
There
I'm
you
talking
go.
about?
In the South too.
It's a
Yeah.
church everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
a
yeah.
church everywhere.
Yeah, man. I like. I'm in Jackson now. Like I said, Jackson State, man. You gon' before you even get to Jackson State, it's gonna be about 4 or 5 churches you pass by before you even get to Jackson State.
Man,
So
I leave.
yeah,
It's a church on the left and another church on the left, not even a block down.
yeah,
If I make a left, it's church on the right. Get down the front of
uh,
the church. Hey, bro.
already. I already know.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, so that though I said it just took me back. Cause like my grandmama, she was a pastor,
Mm.
and her son, my uncle, he took on after she passed, a little bit after she passed, and so forth. So
Boy,
I
hey,
grew up all in that.
you sure we ain't related, boy. I got 2, 3 uncles as pastors, a couple of ministers of music. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's crazy, man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Already, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. So my mom, she was like, growing up in there, she was in the choir and all the stuff like that. So I'm dragged in the choir with her, my cousins, my other uncles and aunties, all of them singing, playing instruments and stuff like that. So I'm soaking all this up, So
And I'm telling you, like in the
yeah,
church, Antioch AM Zion Church, Antioch AM Zion Church, bro, Eastover, South Carolina.
yeah,
I'm talking about them people can sing.
mm-hmm,
I'm talking about my cousins and them was in there below. I mean, I was
yeah,
amazed. But once I was at the age where I could truly understand what was going on, man, I
mm-hmm.
was amazed, man. I was
Well,
amazed,
already.
man. Them people get down.
Oh
So I mean,
yeah.
that's part of what I do, man.
Yeah.
Part of what I do.
And yeah, definitely. Like I said, and there's a lot of where my creativity side, not just on the music side, but everything else on that side, entrepreneurship and all that stuff like that come from my mama's side of folks, just creating in general. So would you say about songwriting as you when you say are you songwriting for other people? Or I know you said you talked about the song, the sync deals and so or sync placement, but are you making songs for other people or just strictly just saying that's your
Like
title of making something for you?
right now, man, I'm pretty much writing everything for me. But I got a couple of things in the notebook inside my phone that definitely can go to other people. And
Okay.
then at the same time, like say if any major artist was to be like, hey man, I want you to craft something for me, bro,
Hmm.
I can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's it ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Okay.
said, like I tell people when they're talking to me about creativity, I tell them I can't turn the stove off, man. I'm always cooking something,
You always
always
cooking.
going up there, man.
Oh, I
Yeah.
already know. I know what you're talking about. Something like even like say, even though I don't slow down from writing because I'm trying to focus on this a little bit more, but I'm
Mhm.
still gonna try to get a little bit something out on the music tip.
Right, right.
I'm always thinking of something in my head. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a
Always,
good bar, and I write it
boy,
down. You know what I'm
always.
saying? Stuff like that, or whatever. So so I get what you're saying.
Bro, I could hear a noise going on in the house. And I'd be like, oh boy, somebody could get that and loop that and make it, hey, bro, it's crazy how my mind be going
Yeah,
through it, man.
I think it's a different dynamic when you are doing the work yourself other than being a fan because it's
Right.
kind of hard to turn. Do you find yourself turning it off, hard to turn off being a fan of music and being a creator of music?
Man, when you say being a fan of music, man, like if I'm listening to somebody, like say if somebody just dropped something,
Mm.
like let's say the the song Tip just dropped,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Let 'Em Know Jump. Like
Yeah,
when I heard as soon as it came on, bam, 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 I'm like, that's for real. That's for
yeah.
real. And then when the beat came on, I was like, hold up, that's. And then when I heard it took come out, I was like, y'all, I was like, bro, that's crazy.
All right.
And then it sends me into a spiral of wanting to, you know what I'm
Want to
saying?
do something
Yeah, man. Yeah,
already?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to turn off.
yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, so that part of it too, like, yeah, you want to go and create something because it inspired you to do something.
Yeah.
But like what I'm saying is on the fan side of things, or you just being a consumer of music. Do
Hmm.
you find it hard to split between the two? Because while you listen to it, sometimes you kind of hear, this beat, that beat is off or whatever, or
Nah,
he could have added these words in it and stuff like that or whatever.
I don't do that, man, because when um when I'm listening to somebody else, when I'm listening to somebody else stuff, I want to give it that chance to see how it's gonna affect me. I want to see like if you created something and you put it out into the world and you wanted it to
Hmm.
have an effect. It's art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? J. Cole, the album he just put out, the song it's crazy. Where he rapped as if he was Biggie Smalls and then rapped as if he was Tupac. You heard that jump? The what
Man,
if jump.
I'm gonna have to go back into the fall off, man.
Boy, hey. So we were riding.
Do you know the
So
name of it?
the name of it is called What If.
Okay, okay. Go
So
ahead.
he's rapping like he's talking, and I didn't realize it at first, but he's talking as if though he's Biggie Smalls talking to Tupac. And then I had to rewind the song because it was a bar he said in there. I was like, hold up. And I rewound it and started, and he was actually using Biggie's style while he was rapping the bars to Tupac, like a letter.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so it was me, my wife, my son in the car, and I turn and look at my son because he loved music too. So I turn and look at him and I say, boy, if you come on the second verse rapping like Tupac back to big, I'ma
Yeah.
know something.
Yeah.
So he comes on the second verse and he's rapping just like Tupac back to big.
Yeah.
Man, and like the way that made me feel, you know, there's people that lived through that whole scenario of what happened with Big and Pop. Like the way it made me feel for him to nice enough with it to use their styles and talk and like sound like them.
Yeah.
And like it made me feel a certain way. So, but I'm listening to the song, I'm not in that mode of, oh man, he could have did this, but I listened to the whole thing throughout and just let that thing resonate with me for a second. I think I might have turned everything off and sat for like 5 minutes while I was driving to soak all that in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So like,
I got you. So you like a true connoisseur of the arts, and whether you're creating it or whether you listening to it.
Right.
I got you.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna to check it out. Like I said, I have listened to it some. I just ain't listened to it fully, and it's tired to start the back. You know, it's a long album to consume.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's a lot of music out there. You know what I'm saying? It's only 24 hours in a day, man. And we grown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, already, man. Yeah. But I'm. It's funny you said that. So what do you think about that? Like when some people rap in a certain cadence or flow or style of like a particular artist, some people call it they biting, some people call it homage. What do you think about that?
Man, it just depends on what you're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he did it, he was paying homage and also like kind of getting his feelings out about a certain situation. I'm with all that. But as far as like everybody, people that just sound like somebody else, like if I'm listening to a song and I'm thinking you NBA young boy, or if I'm thinking you might be Gunna, or I'm thinking you might be sweat, then that's kind of like, hey, bro, you need to go back into the lab and create your own thing, because man, it shouldn't take somebody telling me who you are to know that was you.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, we come from that same era. You know, you at the cusp of how, you know, when hip hop began, and I'm right in the middle of it. So and back then in that era where we had to like that the rappers had to sound different. You be sounding like somebody else. They like that. They didn't think that was authentic. So that's the reason why I brought that up. And
now, of course, now unless you got somebody unless you got people that's in the same camp. You know, like Bone Thugs, Migos, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in the camp and y'all develop that thing together, you know what I'm saying? Or you somebody jit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you led that thing out and then your jit coming behind you and he kind of sounding like, I get all that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as like you being I'm over here and you over there and you sounding like me, that ain't.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, who comes to mind? You know, some of your favorite rappers, they have pinned that on. They said Jay-Z was using a lot of Big's raps. I don't know if you heard that before.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, and now and then of course Drake too. He have used other folks' raps and stuff like that as well. So that's what they were saying. Like, is it a borderline homage or is it he biting? And also another one now, the one you to your point. What's the dude did Timmy Turner and the other song? What's his name? He sounded just like Future. I'm forgetting his name right now, but that guy, he was sounding just like Future. I'm finna pull him up while you're talking. But you can kind of answer my question, and then I'll tell you who that is.
Well, I mean, as far as like people that's
designer,
yeah, not. Like, I guess the flows was kind of similar with that, but I never heard designer. I was like, yo, that's Future. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that might just be me and my particular ear. You know what I'm saying? But when I heard it, I never compared it. If you like, I ain't gonna lie, Future's one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I heard designer, It
You
never
never.
even, yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, that
You know what I'm saying?
interesting because like when he first came out, they were like that he was for sure trying to bite him. Yeah,
Not
huh?
was he kind of like in that same on that same highway? Yeah, he was kind,
Mhm.
but he wasn't all the way in that lane, man. Can't nobody get in
Okay,
that lane with that boy. Can't nobody get in that
okay,
lane with that boy.
okay, okay. That, I mean, that interesting. That I haven't heard that take on it from actual, future fans and so forth. So,
Yeah.
but now to his point, to his credit, designer, he don't. I can't. I don't know what songs he got out now, but to his credit though, he don't change his whole flow. He ain't even
Yeah,
sound like that old. Yeah,
I saw a couple posts, you know what I'm saying, but he actually rapping.
yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
sound good too. It
Hey
sound
man,
good. Yeah.
hey, do you, bro? Hey, anybody can rebrand, bro.
Hmm.
Long as you just go ahead with it, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. Go ahead and do the thing, man.
I mean, look at Snoop. Man, Snoop don't rebranded himself so many times, man. You know what I'm saying?
And man, look here, man. But
Yeah.
man, Snoop. If I'm not mistaken, I would think Snoop might be the most popular rapper on planet Earth, man.
Okay. Let's talk about that. Like, what do you mean?
He might be, as far as being recognized. Now, of course, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you got your Drakes, you
Mm-hmm.
got your the Jay-Z's, but
Mm-hmm.
like you probably can walk into a home where somebody has never been anywhere urban at all.
Okay.
Somebody ain't never been anywhere near the streets. I mean, in the house changing clothes from
Mm-hmm.
lunch to dinner type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Money.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
They'll know who Snoop is. Snoop at the Olympics, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He did some commercials in China or Japan or something like that.
Snoop
Yeah.
is Snoop is at the Olympics, bro. And I think Snoop might be the most popular rapper in the world, man.
I get what you're saying. Basically, one of the fours in the hip hop lane, he's like a household name. Basically, what you're saying, not too many. And you could say Drake very famous, but I don't think he a household name. To your point,
I mean,
and
like
everything.
now
Yeah,
it's probably hard to walk into many houses that won't say his name, but I
yeah,
guarantee you, boy, Snoop is a.
uh huh, yeah.
And then you talking about cross generations too, like
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, like my mama know who Snoop is. Now, I'm not sure if she know who Drake is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then he come from, like I said, y'all around. So he's a few years older than you, but
Mm,
he coming from there. Yeah, that's why I say he don't. Every generation, kind of like Michael Jackson. Not to say he had the accolades like Michael
right.
Jackson, but that same type of fame in a sense
Mhm.
where everybody knowing you no matter where you go, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. He done did stuff with Martha Stewart and everything. They don't get they close friends. You
Bro,
wouldn't
that's
even think they
crazy.
would be a likely
That's
pair. You know what I'm saying?
that is insane. That is
Yeah.
insane. You know, listening to Snoop in high school and then years later seeing him with Martha Stewart, I was like,
Hmm.
all right, well, Snoop, get your money, boy. Get your money. Get your money.
Yeah. So
Hey, man.
and do you like when it's a good segue to that? Do you think like that longevity needs to be where a person, and especially in hip hop, they say when they get famous, when a person get famous or get hot for a certain degree, got a 3 to 5 year lifespan for is the hotness. I'm not meaning your career over, but the hot aspect of it is about 3 to 5 year, according to Ice Cube. That is. Do you think diversifying yourself and kind of being in another way omnipresent other than just in your music or hip hop, that is, do you think that is something that or following Snoop Dogg's model is what rappers should be doing in a certain sense?
Now, as human beings, you should be evolving all the time anyway.
Okay.
And I'll say this, actually, I'll just do this one. I'll say this one. I'll give this one example.
Okay.
Like people, like I sit down with family sometimes, and they want to debate with me because I do music, I've done
Hmm.
music,
Hmm.
and the man, the big one be who's the best rapper, man? Nas or Jay Z? And I'll be like, all right, bro. So I say Jay Z.
Okay.
We're gonna stand right here on Jay Z for a second.
Okay. And my cousin would love you then on
I
that. That's his
think
favorite
Jay
rapper.
Z. I think Jay Z, and I can't really pick favorites and all that stuff, man, because like
Okay.
everybody give me a little something different. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So like, but I will say this: Jay Z has been one of the smartest rappers of all time. So he went from you know the New York style, everything, and what I've always watched him do is evolve. Like he'll look at the scene
Hmm.
and peep the climate of what's going on, and then you catch him working with this producer or that producer, and then grabbing beats and killing them every time out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like back when I had hair, I was getting my hair braided one night.
I just caught on what you said.
Yeah, back when I had hair, I was getting my hair braided one night out in Hopkins, South Carolina. Salute hip hop time.
Okay.
And the joint he had with UGK came on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Had never heard it. Now, DJ was breaking it in the mix. Never heard it.
Mm-hmm.
So when the beat came on, I was like, "Yo, that's Timbo. Off top, that's Timbo."
Okay.
Now let's think. 3 years before, 3, 4, 5 years before that, you wouldn't have heard Jay-Z grab a Timbo track.
Okay.
All right, but Timbo was killing it at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay-Z was like, "Hey Tim, let me listen to what you got going on. Let me grab a couple of them joints," and then he worked everything he got on. But when the beat came on, I was like, "Yo, that's Timberland."
Mm-hmm.
And then when the beat began to progress, with all the flutes and the melodies and everything, I sat back for a second, realizing the climate. And while the girl was braiding my hair, I said, "Yo, man, this is a Jay-Z song." And the girl was like, "What?" I said, "What?" And when Jay-Z started flowing on that thing, bro, I had to make her stop braiding my hair. I had to stand up, walk around the room. I mean, because that's just the type of business mind that dude got, man. Like he realized the climate and he shift every time. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, now he's at the point right now where, I mean, you can say what you want about Jay-Z, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of they saying about him, yeah.
Bro, just he gone, bro. He gone, bro. Like, so, like, even him shifting into the business world, him shifting away from everybody that he always dealt with, man. All that was that Jake being strategic. So when you talk about rappers having that 3 to 5 year span of hotness, nah, bro. You usually got the reason why. Now, don't get me wrong, rappers, musicians, whoever, they always stay in their lane and doing their thing. Respect, you know what I'm saying? Just respect. Now, true fans are gonna be true fans, no matter how you're doing, what you're doing, when you're doing. But when you got somebody that's following that blueprint for Jay-Z, no pun intended, like they always are able to stay relevant because they know how to navigate what's going on in the world, man. And bro, that Jay-Z stayed hotter for a little longer than 3 to 5 years, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, like I said, I'm not arguing with you and everything like that, but it's arguments out there that is saying that Jay-Z never really had like a #1 album, and it was more people hotter than him during the time that he was hot, and stuff like that. So how can you say he's the, just to give you some pushback and stuff like that?
Now, I'm not saying Jay-Z GOAT, you know what I'm saying? I like I said, I don't really claim to have no favorite rapper MC because, like, everything is art. Like, one day I might be feeling Future head. One day I might be go back and want to hear Outkast. I might listen to Outkast for 3, 4 weeks, pop in some Good and Mob. I might play the old Snoop joint. I might want to hear Devin the Dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'll go back and listen to Illmatic.
Okay.
I just love the whole realm of hip hop, man. So I ain't gonna say favorites, no, but I mean, you can't take away from what Jay-Z did.
Yeah, yeah, and he definitely like he's not my favorite. Like I have a favorite, like Luda's my favorite.
Okay.
But I'm definitely a fan of Jay-Z. So I don't want you to get that misconstrued or whatever. He was one. I don't know if you remember them BMG Now catalog. You were like they'll give you like 7 or 10 albums for like a certain amount of fee, but you got to pay it on the back end. But nobody didn't ever pay that stuff. Yeah, I had got that. I was sneaking, like I said, come from the Christian background and so forth. So I was sneaking those albums in. So that's how I did. I feel that I got those albums in. The Dynasty album was one of my first albums I got, and everything. Out of those, I think they give you like 7 or 10 albums or whatever. And so, yeah, he was one of the first albums I ever had. So, and everything. So, yeah, definitely, man, I believe this thing is you get older, you change, you evolving as you getting older. So your thought process is different. Your experience is different. Your situations are different. So and they always say in business and life and so forth, if you're not evolving, you die. So forth, and so, and I think a lot of folks think I don't know if they feel like some people want him to stay the same, or think he should be acting like this type of way or whatever to get.
Yeah,
It's so messed. I like I don't know him personally, and everything like that, but
right.
it's a lot of things like he got the success, and you got so many thoughts out there. Some of them praising him, some of them saying, man, he did five things to get where he at,
Hey,
and
man,
it's just crazy. How that come to be when you get to a certain
I'm
level.
I'm like you, man. I don't know
Yeah,
that man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And the same way with like the whole R. Kelly thing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's like a touch of subject for people. I don't know that
yeah.
man, but I know that that man was a musical genius. I know that if you was to throw on a R. Kelly, say if you threw on Bump and Grind right now, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? If you was at the party and Bump and Grind came on,
Mm-hmm.
most of them same people that like all that before they know it, they gonna be like, I don't see nothing. Oh my bad, that's R. Kelly. Like, bro, you can't whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah,
people can do things and you don't agree with them, but what you can't deny is people's greatness. Like
yeah.
I ain't like Larry Bird, but boy, I
Mm-hmm.
respected that man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? Like for real, like
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, you can definitely separate the art from the person, is what you're
right,
saying.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and I mean, I think too the asterisk is put on the black celebs, so to
Hmm.
speak, not just in music or whatever, but anytime we do something, that's out of character or out of pocket, is over, yeah, it's over exaggerated. I ain't gonna say over exaggerated, but it took to the 10th level and
Oh,
to the 10th power.
it's put on blast.
Well, yeah,
It's put on blast,
but the white counterparts,
man.
they can do the same thing.
All I know is, boy, them Epstein files and something else, boy. And I don't see a whole lot of people going to jail over there.
That's what that's what I'm saying. Elvis was doing some questionable stuff. You know what I'm saying? With Priscilla, and
All
everything like
right,
that.
man,
Uh,
boy.
Woody Harris, I think, is another one. I heard that they were doing, but they get Harold, hold up to a certain degree. Ain't nobody saying anything about that, but there's a whole broadcast on R. Kelly.
Bro,
Because
what? Them boy had them. Well, who that? Barbara Walters was interviewing that
yeah, I'm
man.
telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? Folks don't even know nothing about us. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And everything. I ain't saying trying to negate anything he did, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Already, like I said, and when that was out, you talking about that 12 play. When that was
Yeah.
out, I was like maybe 13, 14. So
Hmm.
I don't really like. I was hearing it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't even supposed to be listening to it. But you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying. So yeah, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying.
bro.
Didn't even know what was going on at that
Yeah,
time.
like it's now. Say, tell me the whole world wasn't singing "I Believe I Can Fly."
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was singing that, man.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm talking
Yeah.
about the things that he did can't erase that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It can't
Yeah.
erase that. It can't erase that feeling that the music gave you, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I know, so like some people, it just it's hard to, you can't tell no people how to feel, and
Hmm.
everything, but yeah, just a crazy dynamic,
Yeah,
how that can be. It can turn
yeah,
around at the flip
yeah.
of a dime. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, Pimp C said, man, everybody want a ball, holler bras at the mall, pick 'em up, watch 'em
Uh
fall. I
uh
can't fuck with y'all. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, they say that a lot. That, we love raising people up just to see
Just
them
tear
fall.
'em
Yeah,
down for
I heard that.
sure, for sure, man.
I don't know what that is, that, but like I said, that's our culture. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know,
Man,
especially like I said, some of the Drake doing. Go ahead.
now what you was about to say?
Oh, I like for the Drake and Kendrick beef or whatever. Some of that that it was saying about Drake, maybe so a lot of that stuff, is true and everything like that. But like I said, I believe Kendrick won. Don't get me wrong,
Whoa,
but
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I feel like most of them were really wanting him to fall with
Mm,
more than that, more than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was a yeah, that was a nice little run. That whole
Yeah,
all them hey, that was I had fun listening to it, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying? I
yeah,
had fun listening to it. far as winners and losers, you know, you can debate that all day long. I kind of err on one side versus the other. I ain't gonna get into all that. You know
Well,
what I'm
it's
saying?
all good. It's all
But
good.
but yeah, man, that was great for me as
Yeah.
an artist and somebody that loves music.
Huh.
I was like, oh my god, it's it's happening out here.
Right, right. Oh
Them
yeah,
them boys is going at it, like,
yeah.
you know,
I will say, out of all the beefs out there, that was the most prolific one. You know, the
bro.
one that really had everybody at a standstill to like listen to every song that played out. I mean, you was just hanging out just to listen to the diss. And nobody wasn't doing that with Drake and I mean not Drake and with Nas and Jay-Z and stuff like that.
Well,
Even when
it was
huh? Go ahead.
that was a little different though, man. Like at that point in time, you had to wait. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you're
You
right. You're
had to
right.
wait. You had to
Yeah.
wait on the DJ to spin it on the radio. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like nowadays, man. That thing, hey, a push of a button, cause
Yeah.
that song is
Yeah.
out there. You know what I'm saying? And the following that them two fellas got, man. You post that joint on Twitter or Instagram, it's instant viral. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a little different. That whole not now, in a sense, back in the day when that was happening, we always
Mhm.
hanging on to it like, oh, and like if one song would drop and then you talking trash about what happened with that song until the next one drop. Then you debating on the two songs who did it better. So like instead of
Yeah.
the artist having to carry the beef for
Mhm.
3-4 months, we was doing
Yeah.
it for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was what I'm saying. Yeah, dissecting it and everything like
Yeah.
that, kind of keeping it going. Yeah,
Yup.
I feel
Yup.
you on that. Yeah, I agree with that. Now, do you think that that beefs, or me and my cousin had that debate all the time, is like should we even call it a beef? You know, especially like when they say it's supposed to be a friendly fade and stuff like that or whatever. I like to say, do you think beef is a part? It is definitely a part of the culture, but do you think it should continue to be part of the culture for is the rap battles, not necessarily the beef like a Tupac and Biggie thing, but you know, but just if it can be between two friends, they not really, excuse me, they not really, you know, mad at each other, but they
Right.
just really just trying to see who got the best pen in a sense.
Yeah.
But my cousin, to that point, he's saying that only gonna go so far. Somebody got to get disrespectful for that to even be a thing. But I don't know.
All right, man. So I I was around early on when a lot of them old school beats was happening. Like you got,
Yeah,
KRS
yeah,
and
huh?
BDP versus the Juice Crew. You got
Yeah,
LL Cool Mo D.
yeah, yeah,
You got LL versus every damn body at one point in time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
LL Cannabis. Man, as far as like beef, now if it's real beef,
Hmm.
like you can't help that, especially like, man, since you got a lot it's like really street cats in the
Hmm.
music right now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like if it's gonna be beef, it's gonna be beef. Them boys they gonna speak their piece, man.
Yeah,
And I pray to God, man, that everybody be safe, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about? Now as far as like cats just rapping, now
Okay.
just rap, dog. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just rap, dog. I mean, and even if it come close to somebody, being borderline disrespectful with, or even being all
Mm.
the way disrespectful with it. Hey man, but it's like playing the dozens, man. You better get your
That's
jokes
what me and
up.
my cousin said. What
You
we
better you better
saying?
you better get your
Yeah,
jokes up, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Now, as far
Hmm.
as everybody that got real beef that's spilling over into it, man, I just pray everybody make it home safe, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Without like as far as like just everybody that just rapping and there's problems, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, our words going here and going there,
Yeah.
and that's fine, man. You know what I'm saying? It kind of now I'm gonna tell you what I do like, or what
Hmm.
I would like, instead of it being like a beef thing, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I said, beef is beef. But like what used to hype me up when when I was younger, I mean it's still to this day,
Hmm.
is when the right combination of people get together and make a song together. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like that would light my fire just as quick as hearing the next disc record, like when Drake came with back to back on Meek Mill.
Hmm.
That kind of lit me up. I was like, hey, bro, like Buddy is talking out the side of the neck for real. But like I got that same feeling when I heard Wu-Tang jump on the SWV remix. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you hear Old Dirty, lit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like after you put the right people on the song together, man, that makes me happy as well.
Is they battling on the song together, or is that what you're saying,
What you
or
mean?
is they like you
Nah,
saying?
nah, nah.
Okay,
What I'm saying is, if you got a song that, and you said battling on the song together, that remind me of
the
when
control beat.
nah, not that was yeah.
Yeah,
And I was laughing about when Luda and T.I. was going at it, and
yeah, that one
they
too.
want
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
wound
yeah,
up
yeah,
putting
yeah.
both of them on
Uh
Stomp.
huh. Yeah.
I was like, bro, who did that, man?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who did- But then, like, what I'm saying is, when you got that, about like, SWB was kind of like that. They
Hmm.
call that R&B hip hop crossover thing going on, and
Yeah.
then that Above the Rim soundtrack. I don't know if you know about that Above the Rim soundtrack,
I remember the movie, but I didn't. I didn't really. I
bro.
gotta go back and
Hey,
check the
bro.
soundtrack.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro. That was probably one of the greatest soundtracks in
Yeah.
history. Go check
Okay.
that out. Hey,
Okay.
go check that out, man.
Okay.
But them being on that soundtrack, and then them putting the remix out like on the radio,
Hmm.
man. Because again, we had to wait for stuff like that. We
Okay.
had to
Yeah.
we had to be listening to the radio stations at 9 o'clock when they was bringing out all the new records. You know what I'm saying? And when they dropped that one, I remember while I was in Gadsden, South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
going to pick up my homeboy Tamir. It was me, my brother, my cousin Al, Big J, R.I.P. Buddha Man.
Mm-hmm.
Was all sitting in the truck. Or the car, I remember what car we was in, what truck we was in. But we was going to pick Tamir up. And when we pulled up in his yard, they spent that joint. We all jamming to the song anyway. He's
Yeah. Yeah.
SWP.
Yeah.
But when they got to that break,
Yeah.
and Old Dirty Bastard came in, everybody in the car lit. Everybody lit. Well, we probably was going off with a little smoke, little drink. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody in the car lit, man, like it was an
Yeah.
experience. You
Yeah.
know what
I
I'm
got you.
saying? And I guess that when you can mix and match people across,
Mhm.
it's an experience. Like
Yeah. I get
how
what you're saying.
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
yeah,
Kind of like what DJ Khaled be trying to do,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
basically trying to
yeah,
put sounds together,
yeah,
different artists together that
yeah.
wouldn't do anything otherwise,
Right,
and stuff like
right,
that to have a different experience and so forth.
right,
I get you, and
right.
that's not done enough, and
Boy,
everything now, what I'm saying,
boy.
not just on the DJ Khaled level, but just other people just picking up, man.
It's
Let me see
incredible.
how I sound with so and so,
Right,
and
right,
everything
right,
like that, and then come up
right,
with something.
right.
I can get you. Okay, I like that, man. We was fanning out, man, talking about the music stuff like that.
Hey, man, for sure.
But yeah, but let me get back on you on
Okay,
everything. So
yeah.
So for the songwriting, man, like when you was talking about like it just you have a few things written for people, right? So like, how did that process go? Like sometimes when I hear people doing music, they already done wrote something, and they might say, "Oh, okay, this is something I can't use, but I hear so and so on this,"
Now,
and they give that person that. But my thought, hold on, let me get this other part out,
now go ahead.
and then the other side of that is like if you making something completely from scratch for somebody, like, hey, give me this, I want to talk about this or this on this particular song, this beat or whatever. I'm thinking that's the other side of things. So how do you make your song? How do you write music for other folks in your creative process?
Well, if this is clear, I ain't ever wrote for nobody else. All right, but
Okay.
like I said, I got songs in the notebook and in my phone
Okay.
that are now. If you give me the right track, right time, right place, I'll
Yeah.
do it. But
Okay.
then I'm like, I think if I'm able to get to a certain point where I can reach out to this artist or that artist, you know what I'm saying? This would probably sound way better coming from them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And then, but like I say, I don't think I ever looked at anybody and be like, let me write a song for them or let me write something. I'll get in them. Somebody asked me the other day, like, do I go into a creative process? And now I get drawn into that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's sometimes where I get drawn in for a couple minutes and I jot something down like you were saying, and then sometimes I get drawn in and I don't really want nobody to bother me for like 3-4 hours. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like whatever comes out of that is what comes out of that. And then after I'm done, or maybe while I'm halfway through or almost done, I can look at it and be like, dang, boy, this would be hard if such and such was doing this right here, or such and such was
Okay.
singing this, so I can get it hooked. Oh, if I can do this hook right here, or such and such, that go crazy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I mean, yeah, I just think it's part of just the creative process of whatever comes from that. I don't
Okay.
think that now don't get me wrong. Say if say if I mean anybody for real, but like say if Chris Brown was to reach out to me and be like, hey man, I like what you did with that last song you dropped, man. You think you can do me something that kind of be in that lane that I get, bro, that shit gonna be done. Give me the right track. That should probably be done in an hour, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I ain't opposed to none of that. But like most of the time when I'm creating, I get sucked into that, bro. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
It like the universe be like, hey bro, I got something else for you to do. Come over here and write this down real quick.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's more on a organic level than
Yeah.
it is you sitting down and having to think about it and everything like that, or whatever, just however you feel in that moment and everything.
Right.
Okay.
Not but like I say, man, if the right person say, hey yo man, can you do this for me? Technically it'll probably happen. Just because of everything, the electric nodes in the brain firing up. Like, oh, bro, you want me to do something for you? Okay. All right, we talk about yo, hey, play that music. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a done deal right there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Okay. That was up. Now, you said you started like making music like in your teens and so forth, right? So, aside from you being from a church background, soaking all that music up and so forth, and what would you like? What got you into wanting to make music, so to speak? And then also too, like hip hop. Why was that the medium you chose to do? Why not R&B? Why not another lane and so forth?
All right, for one, like if I could really sing, you know, I'd probably be singing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
I can hold a note, I'm decent,
Okay.
but I don't flow in that facet where
Mm.
I could take over the world with my voice. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying? So I mean, but my cousin, one of the dudes that could really sing,
Mm.
pulled me to the side one day. We was over his house. He was like, "Hey man, check this out." Played like KRS-One,
Okay.
some Skinny Boys, UTFO, some Salt and Pepper, early Salt and Pepper, and I was like, "Yo, bro," and I'm sitting there like this.
Mm.
I'm like 8, 9 years old. Like, bro, what is this,
Okay.
man? Like,
Yeah.
yo, yeah, man. This that shit right here. Like,
Right.
and ever since then, so I remember going to the store, picking up a Run DMC cassette, a
Mm.
Salt and Pepper cassette, Beastie Boys cassette. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just rocking out to that stuff, man.
Right.
And I fell in love with it then. I was break dancing, drawing graffiti on paper. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking about rapping then, but I was like, yo,
Okay.
I gotta be involved. You know, I was one of the better beatboxers. And when I was
I
back
did
in
all that
school,
too.
you know what I'm saying, bro?
I
Like,
did all that too. Yeah.
and matter of fact, my cousin taught me how to
Yeah.
do that. And then like they would put together dance routines and all type of stuff, man. But I
Yeah.
used to love being around them dudes, man. Like so what happened was my pops was in the army. We moved overseas to Germany.
Okay.
And like the place where I stayed was called Bad Kreuznach. And it was like it wasn't really that many Americans in that area, but we was
Mm-hmm.
all like concentrated in one spot. It was like projects, to be honest. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Everybody was there, you know. It was blacks, whites,
Mm.
Latino, Moans, like it was a mix, like melting pot of like culture. I was like going,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
like hip hop was a real big thing there. That's how we
Okay.
all related to one another. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you got my boy from Texas putting us on the Scarface and the Ghetto Boys. We
Mm-hmm.
got such and such from New York giving us their thing. We got, you know, my people here from Georgia putting us on, you know, so everybody getting into what's going on. And, you know, I'm messing around with stuff, we freestyle and all that type of stuff, you know, write some
Yeah.
songs, somebody getting there, we record and all that type of stuff, but it wasn't nothing serious. So I came home though. When I came home, there was a concert at LR. I went to
Okay.
Lower High School. Shout out Diamond Mine.
Okay.
There was a concert. MC Light came down there.
Okay.
And I wasn't right up on the stage. I was real close though.
Mm.
So MC Light was out there rocking. And then she was like, hey, anybody in the crowd know what to do with this? Like, yeah. And everybody starts pointing at this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, her. Like, and I mean, they picked her up out of the crowd and put her on the stage. And it was Rona Ray. Never forget.
Okay.
When MC Light gave the girl this mic and she opened her mouth, bro, I don't know what went through me, but I was like, I'm going home to write me some raps. I'm going home. I'm about to set the cassette deck up and like loop beats, and so I can bro, I'm about to like whatever. I don't remember what she said. I just remember the effect that her voice had on me in that moment. Boom, and wound up. Later on, and maybe like a year or so later, wound up hanging around some people that hung around her. We all used to be together, riding around, freestyling, and somebody high. You know what I'm saying? It was just that situation right there, man, made me fall in love with it, man, and want to start rapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was up, man. Where I come from, we ain't have really no concerts and everything going on. So we just really what we see on TV,
right,
and on the radio and so forth. So you having that front experience and stuff like that, I can see how that took off for you.
I was shocked because we was at Eastover, and somebody said, "Hey, MC Light will be at LR tonight," and like that was like unheard of. Like, what? Hold up. So I was like, "Hey, man, can I get up there? Who going? Let me ride with somebody, bro." Like, I think it was me and my cousin Kim went up there, and lo and behold, bro, yeah.
Okay. That was up, man. And so like, and I would say from you getting starting from that point on, like what would you say that trajectory has been? Like, so from starting from that start to now, like from your skill wise, your development wise, and just, everything as a whole, the business side of everything, how has that ride been, basically?
Man, I wouldn't change nothing, man. I wouldn't change nothing, man, because I learned so much, man. All right, so one of my homeboys, Jason Moore, aka Buddha Man,
Mm.
God rest his soul, put a few of us together, man. It was me, K-Lab, and Nature, rest in peace, Nature, Fat Rat, and Mookie. He brought us together like a down south Wu-Tang, bro. I mean,
Wu-Tang, okay.
yeah, bro. Underground Railroad. So
okay, that was the name of the group.
yeah, Underground Railroad.
Okay. Yeah.
Moving on. We went from manager to manager. Did shows, opened up for people. Actually wound up starting a record label a little later on. To do our own thing. Wound up selling CDs out of the trunk from Orlando to Philly. Bro, learning all that. Then, got older, had kids. Then my dreams ain't really matter as much to me as theirs did. I had to make sure they were straight, especially knowing how we came up. I didn't want to take the chance in me not being around to guide their steps. Or at least say, hey man, you sure you want to do that? Or let me show you how to do that. And if you're gonna do that, let me show you how to do it the right way. There was a hiatus on that. So now that, my kids are older and on their way, like the creative bug never left me, man. And I had a little homeboy that came home from vacation. He went back in the booth. And when I saw that online, man, it kind of lit the fire all the way back up under me. So I, was back in the studio. And when COVID hit me, I was sitting in front of this computer all day, every day, recording because I didn't know what the world was going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one that thought, boy, this might be it. So I was in here recording and I noticed that and I was like, bro, like you still got something to say. You still got, and I think that looking at myself now, listening to myself now, I have a better understanding of music now. I have a better understanding of life now. I gotta, and I feel like I'm as good as I ever was or better. So I wouldn't change a thing, man.
Yeah. Okay. And I like that, man. There's a I would say you have been like from starting as a teen to now, you on kind of been in it as long, just about as long as hip hop has been around. So you don't sing, and you mentioned cassette tapes a lot. So I remember no cassette tape, the CDs, and I've been there,
Yeah,
stuff like that. So with that said, you don't sing so many for you don't seen a lot over the years, or how hip hop don't came to be, and it evolved and so forth. And then being on the side of it, with you making the music yourself, what would you say like the biggest changes that you see? Like, and how do you think the direction, not just really just hip hop as a whole, but just really making music as a whole? Because we don't went from cassette tape to CD, now it's
you
streaming.
feel me?
All the little things going on, and now AI entering into that and so forth.
It's access, man. The biggest thing is access. Um, like I mean, back in the day, you had to really want to do it bad to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you wasn't no good, you still had to really want to do it very bad in order to get it done. You had to find somebody that had decent equipment at the crib so you can record, or you had to book studio time. And it wasn't that many, it wasn't a bunch of studios that was equipped to do hip hop music. Wasn't it wasn't a bunch of studios not in town here, man. I remember maybe like 3 or 4. So you had to fight for studio time. You had to pay for studio time. You had to get everything mixed by somebody that probably didn't know it that great of a job of what they was doing. And then the master you had to send off for vinyl, for cassettes, for CDs, whatever. Like the process was nowhere near as simple as it is right now. You couldn't not, and I tell my son all the time. I said, "Boy, if we'd have had all these access points that y'all got right now, bro, we wouldn't have been no problem for us, none."
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like nowadays, it's so available to everybody that anybody can get in, anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you a 5-star MC or whether you
hmm,
just trash, you can
yeah,
get in. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You can get in,
yeah,
no problem.
yeah,
So I say access is probably the biggest thing right now, man. The
yeah.
biggest change from then
Um,
running now.
Yeah, most definitely. Because back then, yeah, you had to be like actually in the, yeah, the record labels were definitely something you needed to do to even get your music heard. You can do it on an independent level. I'm sure it was people who were doing it, but really like to make something, I would say kind of success, or more of a success, you had to do it on a label. But nowadays, independent is more stressed now because, like you said, at the push of a button, your music
Right,
can be out there for the
right.
masses and so forth. And a lot of this infrastructure that the label gave you is that you can do all that stuff on your own if you're willing to do the work, and so forth, and all that stuff like that. So yeah, I think at the same time it's easier and harder at the same time. Easy and hard at the
Yeah.
same time, like it was then. I would say it was probably more harder. It might be more harder now with how things going, because everybody, the whole thing between streaming and
It's
and
saturated.
B2C. Yeah, yeah,
It's saturated. And then streaming
yeah,
is a good word for it because
yeah.
it just saturated everything.
Right, right, right.
You could be, yo man, we probably ain't heard the greatest rapper because his or her music is out there in that sea of music. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just that you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Just like it is with hooping or playing football. You know what I'm saying? We might not have never seen the greatest because it's hard to get in there because there's so many people doing it, man. So many
Hmm.
people doing it.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is easier. I think back in the day, if you could make enough noise back in the day, if somebody could really like find you. And I mean, it's kind of the same today, but like the noise you got to make right now,
Hmm.
boy, hey, you got to make noise on like 6 or 7 different levels
Yeah. Yeah.
for somebody to be like, hey, well, yeah, come over here with us.
Right. And I think that's where a lot of, especially on the independent side, why people still want to do the labels more so than independent is because they just want to make music. You know, kind of have the employee mindset and stuff. They just want to make music and they don't want to do all that business stuff and everything. Like now, you got to be a content creator. You got to, that's every sense of the word. We making music, you making content. But the other forms of it where we doing this podcast, where you doing a skit or you doing some kind of whatever, letting folks know about you. People want to know about who you are before they really like buy into who you are. Yeah. What's funny?
Oh no, no, I've been hearing that ever
Yeah.
since I got back serious about this thing going. And
Uh-huh.
so I've been hearing that, man. Hey, post a video, they want to know you. So show this and
Yeah.
show that and show this.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, yeah, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from a time where we ain't want nobody in your business like that. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Definitely.
And and I'm like, man, the song don't go listen to it, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But I mean,
Go ahead.
I've gotten more into doing content, man, and creating videos and go with stuff, man. I find myself having some fun with that nowadays, man. But as far as like taking you to dinner with me, I ain't doing that. I ain't
Oh yeah,
doing
the
that.
streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I ain't doing that,
Yeah, that's
man.
too much.
I mean, more power to everybody
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
do the thing, man. I ain't hating on it one bit, man. See, sometimes I
Oh yeah.
sit back and watch y'all do y'all thing.
Oh yeah.
I gotta have that private time over here to myself, man.
I agree. You want it, but at the same time, it's crazy because to really like get some kind of success, you got to get known. But how known you want to be, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? So, 'cause you
right.
get fame, but do you want that fame? Where you got to
Yeah.
revert back, like if you want that fame, then it's one way to get it. But you getting that fame, you
Oh, something come
sacrificing
with it
your
now.
private life. Yeah,
Yeah, you can
you
say
sacrifice your yes,
some come with it now. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I like it's funny like the boy J. Cole, man. I keep coming back to him because
yeah,
the boy can go stand at a taco stand and don't get mauled. But
yeah.
like
Hmm.
famous is I don't know what. But like I guess
Yeah,
the way he carry himself, you
I
know what I'm
guess so.
saying?
I guess
The
so
way he
too.
carry himself, yeah.
Yeah, and you got those folks like when they are famous, they want you to know about it. So I guess that's when it comes to they get all those troubles where they might need a bodyguard. They gotta look beside behind their shoulders and stuff like that. But you ain't living a flashy
Yeah.
lifestyle. I think DMX said that if you flashing it, you must not want it. So you know what I'm saying, like with your jury and all that stuff like
Yeah.
that, whatever. So
DM.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it must be something to that nature or whatever.
Yeah, I
I would
mean,
say.
I don't
So,
know, man. It's I mean, to each his own, bro. Like if you
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
live your life, bro. I mean, we was all placed here on earth to live our life, man. I ain't tripping
no
on no
doubt.
how nobody choose to use it, man. Do your thing, man.
Well, definitely, and over through the years and everything, you have like got like we're gonna talk about your album, then the other album. It album that you say coming up to as well. So you say you opened up for a number of artists in the late '90s and early 2000s. What those are? Can you name drop a few of them?
Yeah, man. Me and my folks actually opened up for Biggie Smalls.
Okay, all right. Speaking of speaking of Big and Small earlier, yeah. Go
Right.
ahead.
We actually opened up for Biggie. We opened up for Pastor Troy,
Okay,
Trina,
okay,
Ludacris,
okay,
Brat.
okay,
Boy, I know I'm forgetting something. Bro, I can't remember. But we open up for a lot of people, man. We was
okay,
in,
okay.
we
I
was,
get the idea.
yeah.
I get the idea. So, how was those experiences?
I mean, everything, all that was cool, man. All that was cool, man. That it was us seeing like, hey, man, we can actually get out. We can actually get out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just them dudes that was standing on the corner or in the lunchroom battling
Mm,
everybody. You
definitely.
know what I'm saying? Breaking everybody down. That ain't like we can actually get into this thing. You know what I'm saying? We can actually make some moves doing this thing, man. So like,
Yeah,
yeah, that was an experience, man, to be able to, you know, see people shake their hand. You know what I'm saying? See how business is done.
yeah. I about to ask you something like that.
I like watch how they carry themselves, and
Hmm.
then hit the stage, come off stage, watch them hit the stage, watch how they did it professionally. You know what I'm saying? It was, yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was cool, man. That was
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I was going about to ask you that. Like, did you get some gems? Pick up some gems from those times you opened up some people, and maybe somebody was telling you, words of advice or something like that as well.
Man, I would say, man, I did a lot of learning from watching, man.
Okay.
And then, and it might not even have realized it right then in that situation, but
Mhm.
then later on in life, I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
that's what Buddy was doing. That's why Buddy
yeah,
was moving that way. That's why they, yeah, I picked up by watching, man. Because
okay,
people say anything, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
Or people had a politically correct things to say,
Mhm,
but when you just watching how they moved, it was just like, okay, I see why you did that. As I got older and
mhm.
had things to protect and value, I see why you moved that way. I see why you did
Okay.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's akin to your parents telling you this and that. You wasn't really hearing them when they were doing it, and then
Yeah.
you become a parent, you come older. That's what mama was telling. That's what
Oh
daddy
yeah.
was
Oh
saying,
yeah.
and everything
Oh
like
yeah.
okay, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Until you like, I think a lot of it's just like you ain't really going through it, so you just putting it on the shelf. I
Yeah.
don't heard pastors preach on that. If this might not be for you, just put it on the
Right.
shelf for later,
Right.
and and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's basically how that go. And now I do, and I see the album that you have on here for 2024, Still Lover. Uh,
Still love her, yeah.
yeah, so is that the only? Do you have other albums out, or is that the only one? I know you got one coming. We'll
One
talk
coming.
about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Uh,
other albums out there, man.
okay.
That was my first solo
Okay.
album.
Okay.
Still love her. The title still speaks for itself.
Hmm.
I did records with Street Side
Okay.
and that long hiatus I took, and when I came back, the title of the album being Still Love Her, like man, I ain't never
Okay.
lost love for it.
Okay. So still love the hip hop. Basically, what you're saying.
Still love the music, still
Okay.
love hip hop, still love to create. Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's what's up, man. I would say like it's an EP and everything. Like, so is this next one you coming up with is gonna be an album or is gonna be another EP or what?
Man, I think I got all the songs I want to have on there, but it's gonna be an album. I think it's maybe like 12 cuts, maybe. Maybe
Okay,
like 12 cuts on it. Yeah.
okay. About how long it's gonna be? Like the time?
I don't know, man. I want to rock with this single I got out right now, man.
Okay, okay,
I want to see what can happen with that thing, man. I like the way it
okay,
feel, man. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Tell me the slow up.
Slow up, yeah.
Okay,
I like the way it feels. So
okay,
I'm gonna rock with that for a second. I'm gonna see what it's gonna do.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that was up. Like, well, you can talk about slow up, like tell your approach with that record and everything, and
I'm gonna be
tell a little bit
honest.
about that.
I'm gonna be honest, man. The record came about, man. My daughter came home from school, and it's a spot out here called the S Bar.
Hmm.
And they on Thursday nights
Yeah,
they do line dancing in there. It's like, man, it's like world renowned. It's a DJ named Peyton. Like he'll be streaming all the time, and it's crazy in there, man.
yeah, yeah,
They have been seeing it online. Her and her friends have been seeing it online. So she came home for spring break last year and was like, hey, we want to go to the S Bar. All right, let's go. Let me take y'all out there. Let's go. And when I tell you, it was like being at, because I knew had the people in there already. You know
hmm,
what I'm saying? It was like being at a family reunion reception, all that rolled up into one
right,
inside the club. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like the energy was good. Like I done been in there and seen dogs
mm,
in there line dancing. No problems. You know what I'm saying? No problem. Just cause the energy right. You know what I'm
yeah. I
saying?
feel
The
you. Yeah,
energy right.
right,
So
right.
that night I'm in there watching everybody line dance. I'm getting in my groove. The music is great. The
Yeah.
vibe is good. The drinks is flowing.
Uh,
But my daughter having a good time, old lady having a good time, my cousins
yeah.
in there having a good time. I'm buying drink, people buying me drink. Like it was just vibe. Um, that energy and that vibe. Like I said, I get sucked into creative experiences. So I had this. I might have had the beat maybe 6 months to a year. I might have already had the beat for a while. I
Mhm.
had the beat for a while. Shout out A-Frame. So I'm in the truck the next day just listening to beats. I feel like I just want to vibe today. Let me see if something hit me. This beat comes on and I'm automatically transported back to last night.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh man. So before I get out the truck, words
Yeah,
is
I feel
coming.
you.
And then when I get out of the truck on the way to the door, I had the whole hook by the time I got out the truck to the door, and I was running upstairs to the yo.
Mm-hmm.
Let me download it. Let me get the mic set up, and then boom. So that was just my old that song slower, but just my old that night, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it also gave me another creative room I could walk into, man.
Right.
And I think that whole vibe, bro, they just
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's listening to you, man, from what you were saying earlier and so forth. It seems like when you get a vibe and so forth, and you go and create, then sound like you got like you basically doing a creative journal in a sense.
Right.
Whatever you
Right.
don't experience, I mean,
Right.
let me tell everybody what happened, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff like that and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
and this what
Yeah.
that feeling was like. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I like that. So now with the album that's coming out now, how long till that comes out? And
I just told y'all to sit on the singer for a minute.
okay, my bad, my
No,
bad,
you
my bad.
good, you good. But
Yeah.
what I would like to do is have it out before the end of the year.
Okay.
I'd like to have
Okay.
it out before the end of the year. You know,
Okay.
God willing, the single pop. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know what I'm saying? They get me in a position where, cause this album, I really want as many people to be ready when I drop it, because this album, it's dope,
Mhm.
man. The
Yeah.
album
Yeah.
dope, man.
Okay.
Cause I for the past since 2020,
Mhm. Mhm.
locked in, writing, creating, and these are like some of the best work. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's on this album, and I would love to have as many people in position to be ready to receive it before I drop.
Yeah. Okay. That was up. So, what's the name of the album? Do you have a name yet?
I got a title. The title of the album is going to be Southern Soul Boom Bap Expo.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, starting coming back from the beginning. Okay. What you were saying. Okay. So, what would you say your approach is to making this album or and everything like that? Like how did it come about? Like how are you structuring it? I always like to see how people creative processes is and so on when they creating the album, so to speak.
So when I figured out, you know, how I wanted songs that I recorded to start sounding like the sound that I wanted everything to have.
Mm,
So I went back and started finding songs that already had that sound on that I had
okay.
done. So I
Okay.
was like, oh man, that fit with this fit with that fit with this. And then at the same time, I wanted to let everybody see, when you're talking Southern Soul Boom Bap, I wanted everybody to see like, hey, it's a little country boy from Eastover, South Carolina that,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, it's people from Eastover that's doing their thing, boys. Man, look at them
Mhm.
boy. I mean, them boys, hey, boy, them
Yeah.
good boy. Yeah. But I want everybody to see like, hey man, this is a boy from Eastover, South Carolina. They got this sound that don't really sound like nothing else.
Mhm.
And he spit. And then
Yeah.
at the same time, though, he wants you to have a good time. And then at the same time, he wants you to learn a little something while you're messing
Uh,
with him. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So it's like I want you to come over to my house for a couple hours.
Okay.
Let's
And
have a
shoot the shit.
drink.
Yeah.
Shit, let's shoot the shit. And then at the
Yeah.
same time, if you got any problems, man, talk to me, and
Yeah.
I'll give you what I know. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
That's what this album is gonna be. And
Okay.
I want as many people sitting at the table, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying, ready to eat when I
Yeah.
drop that, man. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Kind of like what you said, that kind of same vibe you had when you was at that spot, and so
Right,
forth in a sense. But
right,
somebody playing cards,
right, right,
outside,
right.
everybody cooking in here.
And I'm walking around in each
Yeah.
room like, hey man, what we doing
Okay.
now? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's going? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. I'm glad I talked to you, boy. I'm glad I talked to you, boy. Hey,
Oh yeah. I see
you
the
help
vision.
you help me
Yeah.
understand a little more about myself, bro. That's what good people do, man.
Oh yeah, man. I see the direction you're going, man. Like I said, that's why I say I like to see people create a process, and I like to kind of delve into it to kind of see, see how you moving and everything. Okay, that was up, man. I definitely, man, be on the lookout for it, man, when it come out. You said,
Yeah.
I know you said Southern Soul Boom Bap
Southern Soul Boom Bap Expo. You know
Expo.
how
Okay, okay.
they had a Black Expo, or they have this,
Mm-hmm.
and they just want to display
Yeah.
what it is.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
It's exactly it. Like,
yeah.
and I mean,
Uh, kind of like what's his name? Don't tap the glass, a rapper. What's his name? Uh, I hate not thinking of. Let me see.
Don't tap the glass. That sound familiar, man.
Yeah,
Don't tap the glass.
yeah. Let me see. Don't tap the glass. Let's see. Tyler the Creator. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's kind of like
Yeah.
an exhibit. You know, you expose. You know, not exposing anything, but you're showing something and everything like
If,
that or whatever. Yeah.
if you was wondering what's and you
Okay. Okay.
all that type
Okay.
what it is, I'm gonna show you, bro. So like, I just want as many people gathered around before I say grace. You feel me?
I hear you. I like that. I like that. Uh, I ain't gonna try to hold up too much more of your time, and everything. But I would be remiss if I didn't end up. You said you were a gym rat and
Mm.
everything. This Sculpt N Create. So we
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about fitness,
yeah, yeah,
and stuff like this.
yeah.
Talk about
Boy,
that, like you said, you're a gym
boy,
rat.
you see my traps right there, boy. You see, nah,
I see.
nah, for real though, man. Man, I really believe in
Uh,
taking care of myself, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, what once you done hit puberty and then you done got to that,
yeah,
you got to who your frame,
yeah,
man. You got to start. You got to take care of that thing, man.
yeah.
So, I probably realized that a little later in life, maybe I said probably my late 20s.
Hmm.
I started working a job and they actually had a gym at the job. So then a couple of fellas like, hey man, why don't you come to the gym with us? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, blah, blah. So I got in the gym and I noticed like, hey bro, this is really helping me, be able to do things I got to do. And then,
Already.
messing around, I still used to go to the gym and play ball and everything. So like every now and then I get in great shape and
Hmm.
think I was 18 again and then go hurt something real bad and had to sit down for a little while. But this last time I done got back in the gym, I probably done been in the gym maybe like 3 years strong, man.
Okay.
I mean, I probably been in the gym for like the last 10 years, but like
Hmm.
on and off. But like
Yeah, I go with you.
these last
Yeah,
3 years,
yeah,
and man, like you couldn't tell I'm about to be 50, bro. You couldn't, like
yeah.
I mean, if people watch this, if they, when these millions of people watch this podcast that we doing right now, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
that energy, man.
Right.
Yeah,
When these millions of people watch this podcast that we doing right now, they're gonna look and they
yeah,
ain't gonna be able to tell you 40.
yeah,
They ain't really look to tell I'm 50. That's because
yeah.
about that fitness. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? About that
right.
fitness.
And there's another reason why I made this podcast is for artists and entertainers and so forth to like shine a light on it, or like how fitness can definitely not only just help you look a certain way, but it definitely helps you. You gonna feel better. You gonna perform better. Your music and stuff like that and everything. You gonna last longer in your career and everything. So forth.
Now, one thing I did notice about a lot of cats that's, in the industry, especially like them boys that get out
Mm,
there and give you a great show. Man, them
yeah,
boys be in the gym. Don't let them lie to you. They ain't just sitting around all day smoking and drinking, bro.
yeah,
Their boys be they ain't in the gym. They outside in the yard. They got them dumbbells. They doing push-ups. They run it. Don't let them
yeah,
lie to you, man. Them boys staying in
yeah,
shape,
yeah.
man. They staying
Okay.
in shape. Yeah, for real.
Okay. I mean, that's good. I love to see it, and everything, but it's one of those things that you don't hear about. Not that, just, for outside of just hip hop per se, just music as a whole. You don't really hear about, anybody talking about fitness in the music industry, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You know.
MC Hammer. Remember
Yeah.
MC Hammer, right?
Hmm.
I don't remember whether he had a documentary or a movie or something he made one time, and they was showing how him and his crew got down
Yeah.
before shows. Man, he had them boy. They was in the streets running
Yeah.
miles. They
Yeah.
was doing they was doing their routines out in the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, and them boys put on an awesome show, boy. And you
Yeah.
can't people say whatever they want about MC Hammer, boy. Hey, that boy put on a show.
Already. like funny you said that because Usher was talking about that too. Like they was on a strenuous workout regimen and everything like that back in the day. In the kind they had camps, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
like music camps, and like where they was developing their skills and everything, not just how to sing better and make music, whatever, but their body and
right,
everything, their
right, right,
energy level, so they can be able to perform and everything.
right.
So all that was a part of it.
Oh, right.
So that's what I'm saying. Those stories not being
Mhm.
told as much. Uh, Meth, you know what I'm saying? Then Method Man, he was talking about he go into the gym.
Mhm.
You know, he do it for his own fitness and stuff like that. He was an athlete. So once an
Right.
athlete, you always an
Yeah,
athlete.
man. Yeah.
I feel. But he was talking about like before he go do a show or something like that or whatever, he'll go on the treadmill rapping, you know, and
Okay.
everything like
Yeah.
that. I seen that too. Jay, it was a competition, like kind of like American Idol, whatever, but it was for hip hop.
Mhm.
JD had some rappers, you know, and everything rapping on the treadmill to see how they lung capacity would be and everything like that. But I mean, that's a big skill. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping.
Yeah,
Like I'm on the stairmaster or whatever I'm doing in
yeah,
the gym, bro. I be
yeah,
listening to stuff and I'm rapping. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
cause I'm like, hey, I want to keep
Yeah.
that wind up, man.
I mean, there's so many examples I can give you that you see it, but nobody talks about it. Toby
Yo,
New, you know, Toby
hey,
Nwigwe, he was talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
remember when 50 first came out?
There you go. There you go. There you
Bro,
go.
what was they call? People with Lord Bang would call him super nigga. Like, come on, man. Hey, 50 was in shape.
Already, man. Kendrick Lamar when he did the Super Bowl
Right.
from one end of the field to the other and rapping at the same time.
Hey, bro.
That take a lot of work, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
You got to be, and that's in the gym. You ain't doing that
Yeah.
elsewise. So that's all I'm saying. I just want to hear about
Yeah.
your experience, how you became a gym rat, stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
man.
express those benefits of it.
Yeah, bro. I'm
But
pretty sure you like me, boy. I miss a day at the gym. I feel a certain type of way.
man,
You know what I'm
it feel
saying?
like crack, like you out,
Hey, man.
like you
I feel
winning
a
all
certain
crack.
type of
Yeah,
way for sure, man.
man, muscles start to feel you start feeling flabby and everything. You want to pick up anything you
Yeah,
can.
man.
Yeah, I
For real, for
I
real,
already know. I've been
for
doing
real.
it since I was 19. So from 19 to now, yeah. So you know, and everything, I love it. You know,
Yeah.
and like I try to tell people, you know, it be days that I don't want to go to the gym or I don't feel like it and everything
Mhm.
like that. Well, so I'm human
Yeah.
as everybody else, you know, and everything. But you know, it's way more harder, you know, when you not living a fit lifestyle than it is when you living
Oh,
one. You
yeah,
know, they
man.
both hard, but you
Yeah.
got to choose your hard, you know, and everything like that as well.
Like
So
it's different being in there working out, and then you
yeah,
go out to like a festival, or you go out
yeah,
somewhere on time, with the hills and everything, trying to walk up them things. You ain't been working out. You been working out. You clearing it. You clearing. You ain't been
already.
working out. You hurting by the time you get to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Already. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's all I'm saying. You know, just trying to help artists and entertainers definitely just expound on themselves more, and you can do that with fitness. Because I tell people that not only just in the artists and entertainers, but everything that you do in fitness spills out into what you're doing in your life. You know, and everything. So it makes everything a whole lot more better, a whole lot more doable, and for the long haul. So whatever you like doing, it just 10 times that or even more.
So you go like so this Southern Soul Boom Bap Expo album, man. You go, it's a
Mhm.
song on there. When you hear it, you can be like, yeah, I remember this conversation when we was talking about this right here
Okay. Well, when it come out, let me know.
for sure.
I actually, I might have to get him on the show. He actually, cause he got the same concept that I'm looking to do. But I'm looking to do a little bit different than him though. But he came out with a fitness album, you know, and everything like that as well. And I'm thinking about doing the same because that's something you don't hear in this genre. You know, you don't
Mhm.
hear a playlist or so forth where it's dedicated to working out,
Right,
but the artists are not talking about fitness itself.
right,
So, you know,
right.
and everything. So yeah, that's something I want to do, you know, and everything. That's something that he did too. I can't, I'm forgetting his name right now. I like, you know, if you want to check him out, you know, and everything, but I'll let you know. But he actually teach people how to write, rap and stuff like that.
Okay,
So and everything. So I might have him on the show and kind of talk about that album and everything. It just
okay.
come in my head. I need to reach out to him. But yeah, I got that same idea, you know, like to bring that's basically what I'm doing, bridging fitness with music or fitness with, you know, together and everything in a sense. But yeah, man. With that said, man, we talked about a great deal, man. I don't want to leave no stone unturned.
Mhm.
So, is there anything else that you want to talk about that we haven't discussed yet?
Nah, bro. I feel like this was a great conversation, man. I
Yeah,
enjoyed talking to you. And
yeah,
you feel
yeah.
like I was talking to somebody that was doing an interview or anything, but I feel like I'm talking to a
That's how I
friend
like
or
to feel.
something.
I
Right.
appreciate that.
So I just want everybody, man, if you're listening to this, keep supporting Trey. You know what I'm saying? If you're
Appreciate it.
listening to this, come on, support Big Fit, and let's
Yeah.
make it out of here, bro. Make it out of
Yeah,
here.
most
So,
definitely, man. I appreciate that. Before we get out, what would you say, man, the biggest takeaways that people maybe can get from this conversation that we had today?
man, live and let live, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can have your opinions. You know what I'm saying? You can look at things a certain way. At, at, at the same time, man, you got to know that, man. Everybody's life is their own. Everybody's life is their own. Um, you might not be able to add to it, but man, don't take nothing away from it. You feel me?
I like that, man. I appreciate those words of wisdom, man. And before we get out of here, man, let everybody know again where they can find you, listen to your music, book you, the whole nine
Hey
again.
man, catch me on IG. That's where I'm most active at. I.am.bigfit. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, wherever they slanging them streams at. I'm there. I'm
uh,
there. You want to book me? You want to holler about features, anything like that? You got beats for me? Hit me up. P at 2K. I'm sorry, PMIG24K at gmail.com. All right, that work. That
But yeah,
work.
man, definitely. Yeah, y'all hit my boy out, hit my boy up. I said hit my boy
Yeah,
out, but
man.
yeah, hit my boy, up, and see what's going on. And again, man, Big Fit, appreciate you, man, for
Oh
coming
man,
on,
I appreciate you
and
having me, man.
and I'd love to have you again. Like I said, let me know when the album come out, and and
For
everything.
sure.
I love to check it out and so forth.
And one more time, and everybody go play that slow up, man.
Yeah,
Slow up, bro. Streaming right now. It's on a couple radio stations here and there everywhere. Go
yeah.
play that, man.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And this been your man, Trey the Fit Artist of Sculpt and Create, and my guest, Big Fit. Stay sculpting, stay creating. We out of here. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to the show wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode. If you're looking for fitness coaching to help you reach your goals, want to join our animated network for fitness guidance, collaborations, networking, and community, or are interested in being a guest on the show, check out the links in the description. Stay creative, stay fit, and we'll holler at you next time.